So shall we start or wait for some more minutes?
No, sir. Start. Already 3 minutes late.
Okay. So shloka number 13.
Wait, sir, 2 minutes wait chedama. I think participants are coming in. Just 2 minutes. And there is a sagam paina gurule unnaru.
Shantashri garu. Okay.
Avunu sir.
Okay, madam.
ఎందుకంటే సార్ యాక్చువల్గా చెప్పాలంటే ఇది నా నిద్ర టైం సార్. ఆపుకుంటూ ఇలా కూర్చొని ఉంటాను అనమాట. ఎందుకంటే ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు మిస్ దిస్. ఇలాంటి అస్సలు చదవను.
Also, we need to discuss. Shall we continue same time or need to change the time?
No
change,
problem,
go
sir.
back.
See, there are so many people for whom this is very convenient also. So నా ఒక్కరిది ఇది చేయొద్దు కదా సార్. So Sunday ante it is like that only. We can't help. We have to make it. Ante.
For us already evening 6.
Another 1 minute, madam. 1 minute gone.
I think she is asked to join others.
Okay. Navamsha, Dashamsha, most important topics.
Yeah, today we'll finish only Dashamsha because we need to discuss some elaborately regarding Dashamsha.
Okay, sir.
Because this is one of the important Varga charts after Navamsha.
Yes. Okay, sir. Continue, sir.
Okay. Dashamamshaha swatachayje yugmatan navamat smrutaha dashapurvadidikpala indragni yamarakshsaha varuno maruthachaiva kubereshana padmaja anantachakramadiye sameva vyutkramena tu.
Yeah, Dasamsha. Starting from the same sign for an odd sign and from the 9th with reference to the even sign, the 10th Dasamsas are 3 degrees are reckoned. These are presided over by the 10 rulers of the cardinal directions. Yeah. Indra, Agni, Yama, Rakshasa, Varuna, Vayu, Kubera, Ishana, Brahma, Ananta. In case of odd sign, it is in the reverse order that these presiding deities are reckoned when an even sign is given. In the case of odd sign, the Dashamsha, 3 degrees each, are successfully counted from the same side. The counting is from the 9th in case of even sign. See the table below. In this table, the horizontal rows are the signs. The top row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Horizontal row are the signs. Vertical rows are divisions. So here, starting from the 1, 2, 3, 4, coming vertically. When you come vertically, the first sign is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And the second sign is vertical. 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, Dashamsha, so no need of any calculations. Softwares are there. So easily you will get Dashamsha without learning all these calculations. The thing is, each sign is 30 degrees. So Dashamsha is dividing each sign into by 10. So 3 degrees. We are watching now sign with 3 degrees. So there are 10 parts. We are making each sign as 10 parts. So we are breaking down each sign into 10 parts. Suppose I have Jupiter and Ashwini first pada. So we are breaking down. So where is on which degree Jupiter is? So in which part, within these 10 parts, the Jupiter is where it is situated. So we will take out and create a Dashamsha and we'll place it. For odd signs, one calculation, and one even signs, one calculation. So starting from the same sign for an odd sign, and from the 9th with reference to even sign. So if it is odd sign, we need to count from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For even sign, we need to count from the 9th itself. Okay. So from that 9th sign, we need to. So odd is starting from the same sign. We need to place the planet whichever degree it is falling. And for even signs, we need to count from the 9th place from the even sign. Okay. So this is the Dashamsha chart they given. So in this chart, it is clearly they mentioned how we need to calculate the Dashamsha. So for in the example, for example, they given for odd signs, the Dashamsha are the 10 signs counted successfully therefrom. From even signs, the fall in the 10 successive signs counted from the 9th thereof. So this Dashamsha calculations, once you know about D1 chart, where the degrees planet is falling, in which degree it is falling, and each every sign we will break down into 10 equal parts, and we will see in which part the planet is sitting. So if it is an odd sign, we will count from there. If it is even sign, from the 9th of that sign, we will count and we will place it. Okay. Suppose in Aries, Jupiter is sitting in 4th part. When we break down the Aries into 10 parts, Dashamsha means 10 parts. So Jupiter degree is falling in 4th part. So Aries is, so from 9th, it's odd and even. If it is odd, we need to count from there. If it is even, from the 9th, we need to count and we need to place the planet. That's it. So no need to worry about calculations. The software will take care. So
yeah, even counting also, just the even sign, suppose Taurus. From Taurus, 9th is a Capricorn. So start from Capricorn. So one more next even sign is a Cancer. From Cancer, 9th house is a Pisces. Virgo is a next even sign. So from Virgo, 9th is Taurus. Like that, starting. And even odd signs always starts from same sign. The Aries starts from Aries. Gemini starts from Gemini. Leo starts from Leo itself. So like that. The calculation is you can do it because 10 divisions, right? 30 degrees just divided by 10, it comes 3 degrees. So each division is 3 degrees. So there are 10 divisions. Then how to calculate these 10 divisions is the making of table. So anyway, nowadays we have mobile apps and other so many softwares. But again, in this the Parasara, this is the basic system how to calculate D10, but there are other books and other methods also given. If you go to softwares, you will see different methods. Parivritti, there is different Parasara. This is a Parasara system. There is a one more system, Parivrittiya system. The calculation odd and even signs is different from this one. But again, you need to set up in your applications and softwares which method you are going to use it. You can see in Jagannatha Hora also there is a different methods are there. Some softwares use different systems. But anyway, the Parasara is given one system. We always use this one. So this is the table gives how to calculate the D10. What are the tables? Also, there are 10 Dikpalas. Each division is given the god, Indra, Agni, Yama, Rakshasa, Varuna, Vayu, Kubera, Ishana, Brahma, Ananta. So I think this why each division, the Lord, how it works, what is the significations of each division respective to that Lord. I think that is in the future chapters will be discussed. What is the impact of that one if you take any particular division? Yes, sir. Continue.
Yes, sir. So here, D10 chart, I'll just give a gist. So it is the person, name and fame. The chart deals with the person, name and fame. Whether this person, what is the impact he will show on the society. Some people will add career also. So because through career itself, we will show our name and fame. So that's why career also attached. So the main purpose is whether this person will get name and fame. And while seeing the divisional charts, we need to observe the Karaka. So D10 chart Karaka is Sun. So how is the Sun in this chart? And how the Lagna Lord, which Lagna, the Shamsha Lagna. So that is very important. So these two will decide the Shamsha result. So the Karaka, Sun and Ascendant Lord. The first house will show the person focus, where this person will get a name and fame. So where he will focus, what is his agenda. The first house deals with the primary focus, where this person will, what is the agenda of this person, where he will ignite that agenda. So where he will show his character. The second house is wealth he will gain from that name and or career. The third is what are the skills he will showcase. What are the skills he will learn? Like that fourth house, mental peace, fifth house, intelligence. So likewise, same like D1 chart only. So but particularly we need to check ascendant and ascendant Lord position. It shows the career path and direction of the career path, which direction he will move. So, for example, if we take Cancer ascendant, so we need to check Moon also. So ascendant Lord is Moon. So where it is placing. Suppose Cancer ascendant, the Moon is placing in 8th house. So he will show his path is, he will show the true love. So because Cancer is a true love, the motherly love. So he approach, he will wear that mask of love. So he deals, the ascendant Lord is in 8th house. So he deals with the occult, mysticism, astrology, those kind of. So his primary focus is on spirituality, occult and mysticism. So again, we need to see Sun. Sun is the Karaka of Dashamsha. So where is the Sun? So where he is pointing, what clues he is giving. And also 10th house and 10th Lord. So basically Dashamsha means it is a C-section of 10th house, because we are dividing each and every sign as a 10 parts. So D10 is basically expansion of a 10th house or C-section of a 10th house. Career perspective, name and fame perspective. It is like, suppose 10th house is Taurus sign. Suppose if you take Leo ascendant, 10th house is in Dashamsa, 10th house is Taurus. So 10th Lord is sitting in 11th, Germany. So here, this person will take the career, as 11th house deals with the higher goals, friends circle, profits, gains, business. So he will achieve that through communication. So Gemini is communication. So he will, the person career will be going into the direction of serving higher purpose, humanitarian, 11th house goals, higher goals as a business through communication. And Venus is there. So Venus will give the influence of happiness, beauty, those kind of. So he may approach those kind of career goals. Likewise, we need to see. And also, we need to check the money houses, 2 and 11th house. So career, focus, all these things, okay. But how much he will earn? What is the purpose? How much? So we will study and we'll go into the career. So what is the main purpose? To earn money only, right? So so money nowadays, money will decide his name and fame, how much money he will earn. So that will decide his. So we need to check 2nd and 11th houses also. So how much he will get, how much he will attain, what the so he will procure some money and make fixed deposits or not. So he will like that. We need to see money houses also. 2 and 11 is most important things in the Dashamsha. We need to see 2 and 11 also. So these 2 and 2nd house is wealth and 11th house is earning. So this will give idea from where money is coming in his life. For example, if you take Cancer ascendant, Leo is the 2nd house, and 11th house is Taurus. So here, Sun and Venus will decide the money positions. How the placement of Venus and the Sun will decide. Suppose, for example, if you take Leo ascendant, 2nd house and 11th house is both ruled by Mercury. So Virgo and Gemini, both are Mercury. So Mercury becomes most important planet. So money dealing. So Mercury position will decide where the money is coming. So likewise, so we need to see what is his career focus, Lagna Lord and Sun Karaka. So Lagna Lord placement and Lagna. Where is his career focus, which path he will take, and where the money is coming, from where it is coming. So we need to check 2 and 11th houses. So some in Germany they will see Amartya Karka, Atmaka Karka, which I don't know. So Sun is crucial for every the career related, name and fame related things. Sun is most important Karaka of D10. So Sun position we need to check. Sun is king, so he will give that kingly status. So his Mahardasha, Antardasha, those things also will affect his career. So these kind of things, Dashamsa will make up. While seeing the Dashamsa, there is no any divisional chart. There is no exaltation or debilitations, or no aspects also. So based on my learning, my understanding, so whatever the rules we are applying in D1, aspects, exaltation, debilitation, because we are breaking down into divisional chart. So we are breaking down D1. So Dashamsha means breaking every sign into 10 parts. Again, we should not check the small piece we are seeing of a big picture. D1 is a big picture. We are seeing D10 is a small picture. So which we extracted from D1. So D1 is having that exaltation, debilitation, and aspects, all those things. But the divisional chart, we don't want to see all those things. So, sir, over to you, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir. Generally, these yogas and debilitation, exaltation, if it is related to yogas, we shouldn't see in Varga charts. That's true, because it's already, you are making a small portion of that house. Suppose if you take one planet sitting in one house, and in that house, that planet division according to D10 or D9, you are taking that portion of that house. So that portion again, you are going into minute level into 12 houses or 10 houses, depend on Varga charts. If it's D12, you can see in 12 houses, but D10 is, that small portion is only divided into 10 parts. So these exaltation, debilitation, they won't work. But only is to calculate the strength of any planet in Varga charts, whether it is sitting in friend house or enemy house or good house, equal house, like that you can say that. So the planet is sitting in a good position in Varga charts. Now we come to the Dashamsha chart. Dashamsha is, earlier we discussed, Dashamsha shows our karma. The person who were born on earth, because of our baggage of old karma, we took birth. Every human. If there is no karma, there is no need of take birth again. So we need to dissipate whatever we had, our accumulated karma in all previous lives. So we'll come on to earth. Then we start the dissipate. So that shows this 10th house of any chart, how much karma is pending for you. And that karma, how you are going to dissipate. Even though each person will have their willpower, whether will his own intention, whether to do it or ignore it or forget it. But certain portion of thing is you have to compulsory do it. So that is called is karma, 10th house. That karma includes everything. The person is still for up to some age, he has to depend on parents. So as long as parents are there, you will be happy because everything, all your needs are going to getting. But after that, what you have to do and how your livelihood will go on, how you earn that one. So again, that the profession comes here, because your karma is dissipating. That karma also includes your earning also. But we are only seeing this D10 and 10th house of D1 chart, taking only profession things. But it shows all complete karma, what type of karma you are going to do in your life. So in that again karma, on the earth there are many people. So each person will have a different karma because it's a different baggage is there. So he will work on different style because he has a skill. Different skill person will do different job. All this will be decided the number of planets, number of aspects or other factors which are influencing the 10th house. So now we come to D10 chart. There is a Parasara Maharshi already mentioned the Karakas of D10. The 10th house of D1 chart. The first Karaka is the Sun, 10th house, because he's a Karma Sakshi, and Karma Karaka is a Saturn. Karma Sakshi is a Sun, Karma Karaka is a Saturn, and your intelligence to dissipate the karma is a Mercury. So Sun and Mercury and Saturn, these are the major Karakas of your 10th house. So sun is again, it shows your status and power and what you are going to do with your soul intended. So that's what these things will also give the idea or clue of your karma, that is a profession or whatever you say, job in detail. So the 10th house again, when divided into D10 divisions. So again, this makes one more chart. Then D10 chart, how to study is also one of the most important factor, knowing of the person's profession and other things. How he is going to deal with in his life regarding job, everything. Mostly related to his earning. Now we can say it's now earning, because all our karma, whatever you're doing, profession or business, is ultimate is goal is to earn some money. So how much money is going to earn through profession, how much wealth is going to accumulate, also can see in the D10 chart. So as we mentioned earlier, this main karakas of Sun and Mercury and Saturn, these planets, how they are posited in D10 also is a most important, how they are supporting the chart. If you come to D10, the first house is very much important, because this will give the ability, whatever you do, whatever your job you do. So in that job, how you can do that, how much efforts you have, how much ability you have to do that karma or do that job. So first house is give your capacity, your ability. So whatever you do, the job. Then next portion, the 10th house. In the D10 also we need to see 10th house, because 10th house in D1 we are taking for any profession karakas we are seeing in the 10th house in D1 chart, and the same thing we need to see, and what type of profession we'll also can see in the D10 Varga charts, the 10th house, because this is a main karaka house. So if the house is very well placed with own planets or exalted planets, even though we are not considered, but the exalted planet means the planet is sitting in a good position. So you will have a 10th house is strong, means the person will have many opportunities to do any work. If the house is damaged, the house is filled with malefics, then there are so many hurdles, so many problems. He's not able to catch, or he may not get the opportunities. He has to face a lot of challenges. So that is a 10th house in detail. Then we come to 7th house, because why I'm discussing any Varga charts, first we need to see Kendras, the Lagna, 4th house, 7th house, and 10th house. These are the major 4 pillars. So first house is important. We already discussed the person, what type of ability he has to do the work related or profession related. Then 10th house gives the opportunity regarding your profession. If the planet also gives the direction of the type of profession. Then come to 7th house. 7th house generally, if the 7th is strong, then 10th house, that person mostly will select a business, because he don't want to work under any other person. He won't obey other people's commands. So you want to have business. There's 7th house is important. Then 4th house. 4th house actually in D1, what we say is a home, our harmony and peace, resting, all those things in D1, we'll see that 4th house. In the same way, if you apply in the same manner in D10, it gives the environment of your office. If the 4th house is a very good luck, suppose Venus is there in a good place, like Pisces Venus or Libra Venus or Taurus Venus in 4th house. So Venus is, when well placed, you will have a very good environment office, very highly lavish or luxury with AC, all those things. Some you can see those people who are working in with the high corporate level with the good facilities, their 4th house definitely will have good planets in the D10. And 4th house is one more important is the 10th house is your profession, your how long you work on that. Opposite to 10th house is a 4th house is end of your work. That means your retirement. 4th house also shows your retirement. After work, what you do, how it will be after retirement life regarding karma. The 4th house gives the clue for that. So these are the main pillars. Then we come to konas like 159. 5 is in D1, what we say that 5th house shows your kids, right? Kids and intellectual, your intelligence. The 5th house shows in D1. The same you apply in D10 also. The kids means subordinates, whom some people who are working under you. The 5th house gives the idea. How are the people? If any malefics are there, you need to face problems with them. If any good planets are there, or good aspect is there, then you will have a good people who are always support for you in your progress. So 5th house gives us such type of information. Then comes to 9th house. 9th house is in D1 again. 9th house is your father, your guru. The same thing if you see in D10 also, you're no father, but your boss. How your boss? How is the relationship with your boss? The 9th house is damaged, always fights with boss. Most of the people will face, you can see in so many organizations, every organization, there are people always fight with boss, fight with for their promotions, progress, so many things. A lot of issues will be there. If 9th house is damaged, it's gone. They need to suffer for it. So 9th house is also important. Second thing, 9th house, the most important is a higher knowledge. So higher knowledge means, because some people once join in a job, they stagnate. They never look for any upgrade in their skills, knowledge about what they are doing job. So if 9th house is strong also, there are people you can see that after joining, they will put their leave for study and they will go for higher education. Or next level, getting certification or next level knowledge gain. So also shows the 9th house. And your mentor also, 9th house in the job. So this is a 9th house, gives the clue about your skills, advisors, like a guru, like people in your profession, you can see that. Then comes to Trika houses like 6th and 8th and 12. 6th house is generally in D1 also we say that is a service. If you're talking about profession, 6th house completely service. What type of service you are doing, how you are doing service. And service means you need to serve for others. So here also 6th house shows your working nature with other people. How you are working there, what type of job you are doing, and how they are supporting your subordinates. colleagues. Sixth house again shows competitions among your peers. And here also comes, the sixth house is a competition, means challenges also. So what type of challenge you need to face? Because again, this is a karmic house. Sixth house is a past life karma. So some people always cry in that manner because they are not getting sufficient pay for their whatever they're doing job. They should get 100 rupees, but they are getting only 10 rupees. You can see in their charts, the sixth house is something is there because there is a pending back previous life. They are owing to them, whoever is now boss. Until unless that clears previous karma, then they will not get the sufficient pay for that. So sixth house is again karmic here, and your challenges will be there, and you need to work very hard for any progress in job. So that's why sixth house is important if any planet is there. Next comes to eighth house. Eighth house is again same transformation, changes, hurdles. Most of the things, generally people will get unexpected transfers in their job. So whenever the eighth house Dasha Lord is activated or eighth house is activated in D10, they will get like this, unexpected transfers. Eighth house is also gives the retirement, voluntary retirement. Again, the eighth house is same karmic house. That's why all these unexpected things will be, we can see in eighth house. So if it's a 10th Lord is placed in D1 or D10. 10th Lord placing in 6th and 8th and 12th houses of D10 chart. So these are the things they need to face. Challenges, unexpected things, unexpected loss or unexpected suspensions. We can face that. We can see that. Then you go to Trika houses, 6th house completed, right? You can see third house. Third house is also your self-learned skills, your efforts, and your subconscious brain, which is gives the energy to do any type of work. That's we call skills. Also confidence. But again, third house is a change of, generally in D1 we see that short journeys, but in D10 it is shows that changes, movement, transfers. Third house also shows transfers. Then comes to second house. Second house is a same in D1 is a finance, but D10 is a finance for if the person is doing business. For business is a resources, right? You need a capital, the resources to establish a business or resources to run a business in successful manner. So all those things we will see in the second house. The support, either human support or financial support or environment support, anything that related to most of the business. That is the 10th house, second house. And if you see 12th house is a loss. When see in D1 is a losses or transfer to uncomfortable places. But in D2, in D10, we can say that sometimes the reputation will be losses. You can say suspension. Suspension means by some allegations or blames or some unwanted things the person carries anything in the office or in his profession or in his business. These are the 12th house will shows that whatever is a loss of reputations, problems, sudden losses in the business. If you are doing job, the job suddenly company is closes, even though there is no any problem with you, but the company is closed. So you need to come out. You will be on the road. Your job is lost. This 12th house is also deals many things, such things. Sometimes is a foreign travels related to profession also. With a good planet with good place, but that house is activated, that person can go foreign related to work. So this is 12th house. Then you come to 11th house. 11th house is a same D1 is a friends, elder brothers in D1, right? But when it comes to your professional area or business area, who are support your business, like friends, like colleagues, those people who are support your growth and your learning community. All these things can be seen it. Even profit, how much profit you are going to get by business, how much your earning capacity by same profession, your salary also can see that from the career. So these are the things. D10 chart, you can read like a D1 chart related to profession. So that you will get the many things. You can scrutinize, go inside and see and what is going to happen in his professional life or business condition, how you can deal it, where we are losing, where we can correct, you can see in the D10 chart. So this is the just what I know about D10 chart. I given information. So if you can add something.
Yes, sir.
Anyone?
I will give you a gist, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
So the first house in Dashamsha, it's ideals, principles, and fame in career. So second house is what resources he will procure to get that name and fame. Third house is what skills he will possess to get that name and fame. Fourth house in Dashamsha is your work environment, what happiness you will get, if any obstacles you will get in the work environment, that fourth house will deal. The fifth house is your subordinates, as are told, subordinates. So who are working under you? So subordinates and your intelligence, all those things. Sixth house is your service and your enemies, obstacles in work environment. So seventh house is your partnerships and your peers and common level people who are working with you. Eighth house is, it's naturally from 10th house if you count, 8th house is 11th house. From 10th if you count 11th house. So the 8th house will bring all of sudden hikes and sudden change in the salary. So 8th house also will give you bonuses, sudden bonuses. And also sudden retirement also. After retirement also we will get some sudden income, right? So surge of income. So 8th house also deals with retirement. So termination, retirement from the job. 9th house, as are told, he is the superiors who will give direction. So the managers, bosses, all those things, people will come in 9th house. The 10th house is actual work status and success, what success you will get. So, and 11th house is your rewards, your senior colleagues, friends. And 12th house is foreign chances and the expenses, how much expenses you will. So while we are driving a vehicle to go from home to office environment, so the expenditure we will keep. So those things we will see in the 12th house. So this is the gist actually of the Shamsha. So here, as I told, Artha Trikona, Kama Trikona, those things, Dashas are more important. The planets in the 10th, in the Dashamsha chart, if any planet in the 10th house and that Dasha is running, that will impact your career morely. And he will be more successful in the career. The main thing is, if you want to see in the money perspective, what the income you will get. So we need to see 2 and 11 houses. So those are most important. Though if any planets are in 2 and 11 houses, that is very lucky charm. Like. So those planets will bring that whatever the houses they are ruling from their houses, they will pull money. And as usual, 6 is your hard work, service, enemies, and 8th house is sudden gains, sudden events in your work environment. It also will shows you 8th house will show you sudden break in your career. So 12th house is the expenses. So 6, 8, 12 are always we need to check how these things are working. Is there any planets in the 6, 8, 12 houses? If any planet in the 12th houses, it will so you will put more expenditure. And if any planet in 6th house, you will do more service. If any planet in 8th house, sudden things will come in whatever the that planet are ruling houses from the ruling houses. We can see some obstacles also. So this is what the gist of Dashamsha. There are a lot more things we need to in the real time environment. If you check, that is a lot more. This is a basic introduction of Dashamsha. If anyone want to add, you can add any doubts or whatever it is.
Yes, sir. Welcome. Anyone?
Sir, now we
Okay.
we will be knowing the
Yeah.
placement of the planet as per the degree, isn't it, sir? So, as per that placement, will we know, like, should we understand all that that explanation is given? No? What is it? The preceding 10
That's
rulers, Indira, Agni, Yama, and all. So we relate these gods to those particular degrees, and we can find out how it is going to be. Is it that way?
Yes, that also will work, but we need to give the explanation of each deity and their rules in that particular division. Always say Indra is there. Indra is the first one, is a Lagna. So definitely it will give the power and position that Indra is there. In that again, out of 10 devatas, some of them good, some of them bad.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So the same, that also will affect.
Sir.
So nowadays, every person is going to software engineer. Software.
Yeah.
So, whatever we are guessing as an astrology tool, whatever we are guessing, many people are saying, no, sir, we are software engineers.
That's all the basic.
Then
But
I
in
made
software engineering also there can be development, testing, support work, hardware
This is
networking.
only last 30 years. Just last 30 years is because see, these many years we don't know about. Before 30, 40 years back, nobody knows about software. So after 30 years, we don't know what will be replaced by software.
Previously the previously to software, it was more like the war era, like World War One, World War Two. Then there was Cold War era. So people were more into military work. Like in military, also not everyone is fighting. There can be cooks, doctors, support team, and many other things. That was Mars era. Now this is the Rahu era, Mars Rahu. So people are more into software, internet, video bloggers, etc.
One guy, while checking that Dashamsha, one guy, the Lagna Lord was in 8th house. So I said, you will deal with emergency situations, like how fire engine people are sitting calm. When urgently they will get a call within 5 minutes. If you don't come, the house will become
Yes. Yeah.
related to fire, destroy the whole house. So those kind of emergency, suppose surgeon want to take operation within 5 minutes or else patient will die. So emergency situations you will do.
Yeah.
That guy replied, yes sir, I have tendencies, but I am a software engineer.
He must be
So,
into production support, maybe in production support sometimes.
No,
Production.
8th house also shows research, maybe development.
So he can be a part of the troubleshooting team also, right?
Deep
See, I
development, R&D. 8th house shows again R&D.
yeah, my Lagna Lord is in 8th house. Jupiter is in 8th house. Okay, when I was working in bank, whenever there's a crisis, I was always part of the team heading the thing till all that was solved. Now, since you are telling me this statement, I'm just going back to the days.
Crisis team. Yeah.
Yeah.
so you are dealing emergency situations in the bank
Yes.
itself.
Yes.
Okay.
Like I was in administrative side, we had to compile returns or anything and consolidation part. So we are part of that group. So always taking the lead or being part of the main team like that.
So after seeing many charts, I came to know that it is not a career, it is name and fame. Where you will get name and fame. What are the aspects you want to check in the Dashamsha, those will bring name and fame. So Lagna Lord sitting in 8th house means if you deal with emergency situations, you will get a name and fame. So like that,
Yes, sir. Yes.
I was changing my perspective. So I am also learning. Okay.
Yes.
Are you Sagittarius ascendant? By chance means Sagittarius in the Lagna Lord
Yes, sir.
Sagittarius.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So
Sagittarius.
Gemini is the 8th house, so related to banking. And since
Cancer
this
is the
it's
8th house. Cancer is the 8th house. 7th is Gemini. Ah, yes, you said Gemini.
my
Yes.
bad, my
Sorry,
bad.
I'm sorry.
Where is your Mercury? In D10. Hello. Am I audible?
Yeah. Audible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
madam.
I was in mute. So my Mercury basically in D1, it is in 12th house in Vishaka 4.
Okay, it's related to bank. Okay. I will like to add one thing. So, Sun is the significator of all the Raj Yoga and giver of work, and Sun is the Karaka of first and the ninth house. So, for odd signs, the Dashamta starts with the first house. So, we can say the planet that are placed in odd sign, and first house is self. So, if they are placed in the odd signs, so that we can say that something is selfish related to the selfishness comes there. And Sun is the significator of the ninth house. So for even sign, the Dashamta starts with the ninth house of Dharma and duty. So the planet, the significance of the planet is more related to the Dharma and duty related to itself than to the selfishness. Mercury and Saturn both are primary karaka for services and business and service. And 6,000, 7,000, as Sir explained, is related to service and business. So one should see the position of Mercury to see the business part and Saturn to see the service part. Sun is more related to the government job. Venus is more related to the private job. 2, 6, 10 are the Earth house. So that is more related to the money that you will earn from doing the work. Like fifth house is the expectation, what you do. And everyone has the expectation that they will earn money. So fifth of the 10th house is second house. And fifth house, if someone asks when I will get promotion or when he will change his job. So fifth house is eighth house from the 10th house. So fifth house is the house of transformation. So first change of job you can see from fifth, and then eighth from fifth, and multiple eight you can do. And one more thing, it's important to see Rashi Tulya Dashamsha. So see the 10th house, 10th lord of D10. See it in the 10th lord of the Rashi chart. See it in the T10 where it is placed. Job is more related to that thing, and one should never pick the job that is second house of means if D1 Lord is assume Mars of the Rashi chart, and if it is placed in second house in T10, and if third house is Rahu in D10, so one should never enter into politics, for example. You should stick more to the second house stuff. And yeah, one more thing. So the four signs: fire, water, earth, and air and earth. So planet which are in the fire signs in the D10 give you the pronounced natural abilities. For the water sign, I think you have to study. For air sign, you have to study in practice. And for the earth sign, it's difficult to get ability. You have to do very hard work. Planet in exaltation in D10 will show the complete acquisition of the ability that the planet signifies, and debilitation is vice versa. Yeah, that's what I can remove. So I shared it.
Yeah, nice
you, sir.
information.
So can you make a small write-up on this? Just whatever you have said in just.
Yeah, I have one more thing also I've shared in the group. The money factor is separate from the work factor. So with the Gemini system, I'm going deviating from the topic, but you will work that is Amatya Karaka, and you will get paid for your work is Dara Karaka. So if you want to do some like passion, self-actualization, what you love to do, what is your motivation to do the work, you should see from Amatya Karaka or 10th or in the Rashi chart, 10th house from the moon. From where you are emotionally connected means some people don't work for money, they work for the emotion. In that scenario, you should see 10th house of the moon chart, basically. And working for money is Bharata. That's what I can think about right now.
Yeah,
And that related
Atmakaraka.
to deities, just see like the chart is shared in the PDF. So if you have some issue with that particular planet that is placed in particular deity, particular house, you should worship that deity. For example, Indra is related to either you can worship Indra or Sun, or if it is Vayu or Varun, so you can worship Saturn or Varun. So deity is important in that part. If you are facing some issue there, you should worship the deity and he will help you. He will remove the obstacle or block that you are facing. Yeah. Yes, sir, that's it for me.
Thank you, sir. So here, the divisional charts, again I'm telling, divisional charts will not act independently. It is, those are dependent on D1. If D1 says something, if D1 is saying, yeah, assured, yes, then only whatever the divisional charts, if it is expansion, so of the D1 chart. So in D1, we need to see the 10th house. Whether the 10th house is having some potentiality. So D10 will show that how much potentiality it is having. So the degree. So what extent it will go, that potentiality, the measure is the divisional chart. So don't analyze the D10 separately. Okay. If D1 is promising, then D10, if it is promising or not, it will increase and decrease the degree of potentiality. If D1 is not promising, whatever the D10, if it is excellent also, no, it will not overpower that D1. So D1 is the decider. So always you want to put D1 with the D10 and we need to see. Okay. Don't watch that D10 independent. So that is the important point which I need to add. So
Yes,
as
exactly.
Adding to this point, I will say D10 will give you the opportunity. But as sir said, D1 is the Rasi chart or the person himself. If he is not taking the opportunity, means he will not acting on the opportunity. D1 is the action or reaction. And D10 is like what opportunity you will get. It's the D1 who has to take the final decision if he is acting on it or not.
Madam, you are having the D10 chart with you or no?
No, sir, I don't have, sir.
Okay. Okay. Anyone have any doubts? We'll close the session. 1 hour.
Sir, I've already taken VRS, so I'm going to check about my VRS.
Yes, you can check it. Yeah.
So I have to go backward.
Actually, we can use these Varga charts for birth time rectification also. D9, D10, D12 charts. Depend on incidents and timings. We can cross-check our birth time so that we can make
Okay,
it
sir.
correct.
Maybe sometime later when you will tell us how to do it, I will do it because I only know a range and my astrologer told me one time. So maybe I can cross-check later.
Sir, namaste. If 2, 6, 10 are empty,
Yes, sir.
sir, if Artha Trikona 2, 6 and 10, those are empty.
So in D1 chart or D10 chart?
In D1 or in D10, let us say both. First, let us say in D1.
Okay.
In D10 also they are empty.
The second house is will tell about resources. What resources you will pull up. So the second house will give values, morality, ethics. Where you will give what things you will give more value. So second house Lord. Suppose where is your second house Lord?
My second house Lord is in 10th house.
Okay, so you will give more value to administrate or management or manager. So manage the things. So you will give more value in your life. So second house will tell what values you will. So where you will search for that value. So being that 10th house is like a name and fame, career, those kind of things. It's better like administration. Okay, 10th house is administration. So you give more value to the administration. So to
No.
organize.
What I want is Artha Trikona, if it is empty,
Mm.
what can we say about the person, nature of the job or income or career or whatever it may be? Sixth is career, second is Dhana Kutumba Vaksthana, 10th is, as you said, profession.
It's not like that. If it is empty means no worker. If 6th house is empty, no job. Not
No,
like that.
no, sir.
Not,
If there is
not
no
like that.
planet, there are houses also, right? Houses and their lots will give it.
See
Okay.
the Karaka Mercury and Saturn, who is more powerful. See the Dasha, who means if Mercury Dasha is there, naturally you will be inclined to business. If the Saturn Dasha is there, you will naturally inclined to job. See the Sun and Venus, as I said. Sun represent your government job, Venus represent your private job. See the other ascendant, for example, in D10, if 10th Lord is in 4th house, you will easily get a job that will give work from home. For example, 10th Lord is in 10th house or 7th house. You have to deal more with people. If Moon is powerful, for example, in D10 chart, so you will get all the administrative job. Supported obviously by the Sun. If it is supported by the Sun, you will be, and Moon is powerful, you will become IAS or something. If Mars is powerful, you will become police or military. Ketu is powerful, you can become spies. Rahu is powerful, you can become politician. Something like that. 2, 6, 10 are just like more related to service, and 7, 11, 3 are more related to business. That's it.
Thank you.
Rohit, I have a doubt. Can you hear me, Rohit?
Yeah, I can hear you.
If fourth are sitting on 10th, can we go to business or can we go into politics?
7th house is actually related to business. 10th house is.
Fourth house are sitting in 10th.
So fourth house is in fourth lord is in 10th house, so you have to go out and work. Actually, you cannot work at home, or you can, like there is concept of
No, your office only home. Your office
yeah,
only home.
or upper, like there are some people who have like business at the upper dukan, niche dukan, upper makan, what you say, like
Yes.
dukan is business is there, and at the bottom for the ground floor, and office as first floor, something like that.
Okay, thank you, Rohit.
If houses are empty, the focus is wherever the planets are sitting. The focus is primary focus on those houses. So houses which are empty is least focused. So the second lord, second house is empty. The second in 10th house. So primary focus is on 10th house. So you will learn those resources. You will become. You will use that second house power in 10th house. That's it. So we can't say that a second house is empty, means we can 9 planets are there, 12 houses are there. If you keep each and every planet in each and every house, still 3 are empty. So you will give more primary focus. So if 2, 6, 10 are empty, so you are giving less focus, and you are giving more. Suppose I will share the screen. I will show my chart. See here, the species is the Lagna. Second house is empty. Second house lord is Mars. Mars is sitting in 7th. So the primary focus, the resources which he will gain from the 7th, contracts, agreements, business, those kind of things. So like that, and 6th house is
Even
also empty.
Agriculture also 6th house.
Yeah, 6th house is empty. 6th house lord is sitting in 4th. So he will do his service to maintain peace. 4th house is peace, happiness. So he will enjoy his service. He will get more happiness. 4th house is related, as Sir said, agriculture, those kind of things will. So the main focus is, see here, the planets are sitting in 3, 4, 7, 8, and 9, 10. The primary focus is 3, 4. So his skills is the primary focus, and 4th house is he want to achieve some happiness. 7th house is business. So 8th house is he want to face some sudden events, and 10th house is Ketu is sitting in 10th house. So name and shame. So these are the primary focus. The empty houses are, he's not getting that focus. Okay? So wherever the planets are sitting, his life ambition is something else. So he want to focus on those areas, because planets will pull into that areas. So this is Dashamsha. Dashamsha. Cancer is the ascendant, Cancer ascendant. And the Cancer ascendant, Lord is sitting in the 4th house along with Sun. 4th house is want happiness, properties, real estate, vehicles, those kind of things will come. So Lagna Lord is focusing on that to enjoy the happiness, to get the happiness.
Work from home also.
Yeah, work from home. So we need to see that here whether the 2nd and 11th houses, what it is showing, where the income is coming. In 2nd house, Mercury is sitting. So Mercury is 3 and 12th Lord. So 3 and 12th Lord pulling money. So his skills and from the 12th house spirituality, those kind of things, he will pull some money. Mercury is there in the 2nd house. So again, if you see 6th house, Jupiter and Saturn sitting there, along with Rahu. So 3 planets are sitting in 6th house. So he want to do service more concerned to Jupiter area. Jupiter is one house. Saturn and Rahu are sitting along with Jupiter. So Jupiter is 6th and 9th Lord, and Saturn is 7th and 8th Lord, along with Rahu. It is sitting there in 6th house. In the 5th house, Mars is sitting in one house. See here, 12th is Ketu sitting. And Venus is watching the 4th house. Venus from the 10th house, he is watching the 4th house. So like this, this sample I'm telling, I'm not giving any analysis because our topic is today the Shamsha basics. So I'm not going into the just for sample purpose, I am sharing.
Yeah, here also you can see Venus in Aries sign. It shows Venus and Mars. So computers again. So type of, you can say software also. Computer. Venus is a computer, luxury equipment. In Mars sign.
So we
And
need to see.
Lagna Lord except in Venus house.
Okay, sir, we will wind up.
Yeah.
Already 15 minutes late.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think so. All are happy with something they're doing. D10.
Are you happy or confused?
Very happy. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.